Years ago, I was on one of those shuttles going up the hill, and everybody on that shuttle broke into the song, "We're from Iowa," excuse my singing abilities, but "We're from Iowa," yeah, that song, and it just made the hair on the back of your neck. They're just wonderful. They've done so much for the people of the fair. So thank you to the Clearfield Lions. We appreciate what you do, and I would call on Lieutenant Governor Reynolds to come and read a declaration or a proclamation.
Well, good morning, and thank you very much, Gary. And what a beautiful day for the opening day of the Iowa State Fair. It's such an honor for me to be here this morning and be a part of the opening, and especially to have the opportunity to serve as the governor's representative on the Iowa State Fair Board. And any day that I get to come to work in blue jeans and cowboy boots is a good day for me. So I have the honor, on behalf of the governor this morning, of reading the proclamation for the Clearfield Lions Club. So at this point, I'm going to read the proclamation on behalf of Governor Branstad. Whereas the Lions Club International exemplifies high levels of dedication and humanitarian efforts through 1.35 million members in the service of 206 countries. And whereas the Lions Club of Iowa promotes the leadership development of more than 10,000 area members through community service, education initiatives, and health services. And whereas the Lions Club of Iowa serves more than 385 communities through initiatives like the Iowa Lions Eye Bank, Iowa Kids Site, Iowa Hearing Bank, and Leader Dogs for the Blind. And whereas the Clearfield Lions Club has sponsored the community's 4th of July celebration for 60 consecutive years. And whereas the Clearfield Lions Club has served local communities for over 60 years, pursuing a wide array of philanthropic endeavors, including cleaning up local parks, providing vision screening for preschool-aged children, and educating community members on the importance of regular health screenings. And whereas the Clearfield Lions Club has provided tram service for the Iowa State Fair for 50 years, improving the experience for countless fair campers by providing easy, accessible transportation between their campsites and the events on the grounds. Now therefore, I, Terry E. Branstad, Governor of the state of Iowa, do hereby proclaim and celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Clearfield Lions pulling trams at the Iowa State Fair.
If I can invite Dale Juergens and Gerald Maharis to come up on stage.
So cool.
While they're doing that, you know, 50 years ago, a small group of Clearfield Lions came up with an idea. The idea, of course, was to build some shuttles and carry people back and forth from the campground to the main grounds. They pitched it to one of my predecessors, Mr. Kenny Falk, who was the fair manager at the time, and evidently he liked the idea. Because 50 years later, the Clearfield Lions Club is flourishing. They're 4 times the size of what they were then in the 50s. Their role here on the grounds has expanded, and it continues to be a great partnership. Dale Juergens, Gerald Maharis, and Dale Cooper, who was here but had to go home, were a part of the club when that partnership began, and they have seen this project continue to flourish. We have a plaque and the proclamation for them. So gentlemen, there we go. On behalf of the Iowa State Fair, please accept this plaque as a token of our gratitude and a symbol marking the Clearfield Lions' contributions to and partnership with the Iowa State Fair for 50 years. Now I would invite one of you to say a few words if you would like.
I noticed he said a few words, didn't he? Well, on behalf of the Clearfield Lions, we very humbly accept these proclamations and this plaque, and believe me, we appreciate it very much. You know, Mr. President, your folks that rode the shuttles the first year, very possibly you might have ridden that very shuttle bus there and that very tractor. Those are the same two we had used 50 years ago. And so they've semi-retired, but we still use them some. And briefly, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of the State Fair secretaries and all of the State Fair boards over the years who have given us this opportunity to make this big contribution to the state of Iowa. We appreciate that very much. Starting with Kenny Falk, of course, and his fair board, Jim Taylor and his fair board, Marion Lucas and his, and now Gary Slater and his. And we appreciate very much the cooperation and encouragement they've given us over the period of time. And so I guess that's what all I have to say, and Jerry, you might want to, but again, we thank all of you people, we thank the campground people, and we thank all the fair boards and the people and the governor for this recognition. Thank you very much.
I've got just a few words. I want to thank all you people for the fun that we've had the last couple of days. But Dale and I are having the fun, but there's the parents, grandparents of a lot of you people from Clearfield are the ones that helped start this. But we're getting the fun out of it. And those guys up there are probably laughing because we're having so much fun here. Thank you all.
And part of what Gerald was referring to was they were our co-parade marshals in the parade last night, and I can tell you this, I don't know as I've ever seen a bigger crowd for the Iowa State Fair parade the night before the fair. It was truly, truly a big event. Our next item of business is to begin our celebration of the 20th anniversary of the Iowa State Fair Blue Ribbon Foundation. Again, I call on Gary McConnell.
I can't get it to stop. I can't get it to stop.